Hello everyone, my name is Shaquille from Godsm 3D, and today I want to talk about Behemox and the fact that they dropped a new version of their add-on, Behemox 3.0. And I'm not going to go over everything that the add-on has to offer um, for a few reasons, but the main reason is because some of the things that they claim that they've added, I am not sure how to do it yet. So I'm gonna wait to see how to do it um, when the developers drop their version of the video showcasing how to interact with the new features. They plan to sometime in the near future plan a video tutorial, and I highly urge you guys to watch that. You can watch this video um, and not in order to figure out like the new features, but the reason I'm making this video is because I want to talk about one specific new feature that I found with Behemox, and that new feature is, oh my gosh, they've added create hair cards. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When I first saw this, I wish I had recorded it, but when I first saw this, guys, I was shocked. I was screaming. I was screaming because this is literally what I thought Behemox was. This is what I thought so many hair systems are, and Behemox just added it like it's nothing. Added it like it's nothing. Okay. Here's a new feature. If you guys remember, Behemox used to have just create hair and then create braid. This got converted into create stylized hair. So this top one will be your general Behemox hairstyle. You guys know the one with the cone that I showed in my previous video. If you ever look up what Behemox, like the icon of Behemox, the cone hair cards, yeah, this is that. Okay, but bro, they've added. Oh my gosh, they've added hair cards. Oh my gosh, man, I'm gushing. Okay, um, let me show you guys. Oh, and it's not just any hair cards. Oh my gosh, here, let me show you. So if you click on the scalp, obviously, and you click on hair card, or if you only have your model, you can click on that too, and you can click the hair card, put it up there. I'm using the scalp, so I'm gonna use my scalp, and then you create your hair card. Now, before I actually do anything, I want to address something that I forgot to address in my previous video. Um, these components to create the hair are size dependent. So what I mean by that is, depending on how big your model is, these these components will change um, depending on, like, it's centimeter, it's meter and centimeter based. So let's say, for example, you have a model where in real life it's only a few inches big. These will be bigger. So for example, I like to have 1.4, 1.4, and 1.4 here, and I like to have the length as 12. Well, this, I believe, is 12 maybe not 12 meters, but it's 12 something. It has to do with how big your model is. My model is sized using Marmoset tool bag. So I know this model is close to the average female height, realistically. So your model may be smaller or bigger. So when I said before that I use 1.4 I should have said in the previous video that this is due to my model size, and I apologize for not making that clear. So if you were trying to follow along, um, and you were frustrated that you had to, change the numbers, I apologize. I should have made that clear. So Um, the next thing I want to say before I talk about this, because this is, oh my gosh, I'm not even gonna talk about this just yet. But before I do, they've streamlined how this work, how these components work for whatever you use. So, like for example, if I were to, let's go back. If I were to delete this and go back to object mode, click the scalp, and then go and create the stylized, you see that fill caps is on by default. Excuse me. And so if I were to do two, or not two, if I were to do zero and then two, I believe, and then hit that, and you get your average Behemox hair. Well, I guess from their perspective, they need to cap on, to have a proper point at the very end. So, I was thinking in my head, well, I said before in the previous video, I wouldn't know why you would need a cap filled for a hair card. You know what I mean? So they've addressed that. I don't know if it was thanks to me or what. I'm gonna pat myself on the back anyway because I was one of the people that said it. Thank you, thank you, me, past me for saying that. But I'm just kidding, y'all. But yeah, they've addressed this and they've changed it. So like, if you go back and you do, what am I doing? No, I'm not doing that. I am doing this, and going to the hair card is off by default. Fill caps is off by default, which, thank you, Behemox devs. That makes things very much easier for me. Another thing that they said they changed is that supposedly you can save, your parameters. Now, I haven't learned how to do that. I'm waiting for them to drop that video so that I can learn how to do that. But until then, I'm just gonna create it over and over again. It's not a big deal to me. But if they've changed it so that you can save the parameters, that'll be that'll be choice. Um, but now I want to talk about the hair cards, guys. This is no joke, and I know what you're thinking. Shaq, what are you talking about? It looks the same as like a normal hair card. Why are you like going crazy over it? You're did they pay you to go crazy? They didn't pay me a dime. I'm just super excited because I know I can see the the implications of this, guys. Um, where's curve offset? Here it is. Let me move this down, and then I want to show you. I want to go close to it. I want to show you something. Okay. Now. Okay. Now let me go close to the hair card. Okay, real close, guys. Look at this. Look at this. And I know what some of you are thinking. Who cares? It's just a hair card against the scalp like normal. I want to keep this. Look at how close it is. Okay, you got to get real close to see the fact that it's not completely. Like, it would have to be a slightly curved because the scalp is a curve, so it would have to be slightly curved in order to match it 1-to-1. Which the fact that it's not curved means that it's going to be off a little bit. But keep that in mind, how close it is. Watch this. Okay, you remember that I use this, and the funny thing about this edge, I planned in the future, past tense, planned to make a video on how to make this because I was thinking to myself, these are easy to make, but some people out there might not know how to make it, so I'll make a video and explain how to make it, guys. Okay, look at this. Watch this. Not this. I'm gonna make a new one and put it here. I think that's fine. But look, compare it. Compare. Look how off that is compared to the one I just made using Behemox. is literally lifted off the scalp. I would have to normally go into edit mode or object mode, change it around. Obviously, I'd have both of them selected, so whatever. I'm just using this as demonstration, but I would have to go back into object. Obviously, I would have to right click, set origin. Well, maybe not, because they're both considered one in this situation. Um, but yeah, I would have to manually. And here's the thing, guys. I have a video coming out either this weekend or next week. And in that video, I went from start to finish with Behemox's old version on how I create a hair groom. And you'll see in that video, you're going to see the fact that I spent an inordinate amount of time, you know, getting the hair cards to be perfectly, not perfect, obviously, but close enough to the scalp. Okay? Real close. Close like this. And spending so much time editing it and tweaking it with one with one update. guys, guys, with one update. with one update. with one update. They've this is the what this is Behemox's with one update with Behemox's version of the hair card. They've Oh my gosh, look at how close that is. That's insane. That's insane. And some of you might be thinking, well, there's more geometry here than this one. You can change the geometry where I think down here. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. I don't care about um. Well, yes, I do. That's that's something to think about for your own project. How much geometry you want, but guys, do you know what this means? Do you know what I can do with this now? Look what I'm gonna do with this now. What button do you think I'm gonna press? It starts with the letter D. Boom. I don't need that no more. I do need this though. I'm gonna keep that. That stays. But that one, the thinner one, I don't need it no more because Behemox changed it. Thank you guys. Thank you to the devs. Um, and like I said, they are planning to change. I'm sorry, they were planning to create a new video, explaining how to do a few other things. I was excited for one other thing, and that is hair card curved. I thought that it would be a certain thing that. Let me just show you guys. Let me stop yapping. I thought it would look like. Okay, so here's the hair card curve, right? But it's curved, in my opinion, the wrong way. If it were curved, if it were curved this way and not this way, then I could position it against the scalp, and I'm sure that there's a way to edit it in the parameters. I'm just not a parameter kind of guy. All I care about is getting the hair card down. Like for example, this I'm gonna mess with this. I'm gonna mess with the straight version. I don't care. Even though hair cards are supposed to be curved, I just don't think they're supposed to be curved like this. They're supposed to be curved um, differently so that you can rest it against the scalp and not have it look not have it like for example, if I were to lay this down, it would go into the scalp, and you don't really want that. Um, maybe if it's, I guess we can experiment a little bit. The max, maybe have it like two. I guess that's. I don't know, guys. You guys can experiment and you guys can leave a comment and tell me if you like it. But well, I don't know. I'll have to look into this more maybe. But From what I've seen so far about Behemox's new version, man, guys, make sure you download it if you have it. If you don't have it, I'm not gonna pressure you into buying it. I will say that if they haven't changed the price and it's still pretty cheap, I don't know if they have changed the price because for me, I'm since I downloaded from or bought it from Gumroad, I have perpetual license for the time being, so I can just download the new version, which is cool. So I don't know if they raised the price or not, but if you're interested, go ahead to their channel, check it out, see what it's all about. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun with these new hair cards, guys. You don't need to have your own. You don't need to have your own vertex or not vertex, your lines anymore to create these. You can just do it from the system. That's crazy. Anyway, let me stop yapping. I hope you guys have a great day. God bless and peace.